Have you ever noticed that no matter how well you play, there's always that one team or opponent you always lose to? You can dominate the week before, train perfectly, do everything right before the game. But now, when it really matters, when it's crunch time, you somehow mess it up. A lot of athletes or teams have this opponent, and this block, it isn't a training block, it isn't a skill gap. It's simply a mental block, which I call the PE effect. The reason I call it the PE effect because when I used to play football in school, we always used to lose to this school called Prince Edward, hence PE. No matter how well we played, no matter how well we practiced, whether we won every single game up until that point, whether we were in the form of our lives, we always used to lose that game. See, our form in the build up to the game didn't matter. Even our performance in the game didn't matter. There were some games where in the first half we were toe to toe. We were actually maybe even playing slightly better than them, but come the end of the game, you're losing. And losing by a big margin. See, there was this one time we were playing PE, right? And it was halftime. It was 1-0. We were actually unlucky to be 1-0 down at halftime. So we went in thinking that okay, things are getting better. We have an opportunity to do well. The match ended 7-0. And the reason this happened is because the team's subconscious mind was doing everything it could to prove itself right. See, in the build up of the game, we would be saying things like, guys, we have PE this week. What are we going to do? We always lose to PE. I don't want to play on Friday. I'm scared. I'm scared. So we were programming ourselves with these beliefs of fear, of loss beforehand. We believed we were the underdogs. And because we believed we were the underdogs, we became the underdogs. See, our subconscious mind is powerful like that. The things that we believe, the things we constantly feed our subconscious mind will create the reality that we're going to experience. And a lot of the time, yes, the scoreline was big, but the things that made us lose were just mistimed passes. It was never, let's say, a blatant gap in our tactical awareness. It was just small things that led to these losses. So if you're watching this video, you want to break that cycle. And the key to breaking this cycle is visualization. And I know what you're thinking, oh, how is visualization going to help me break the cycle? But I promise you, after the next few minutes, you have a game plan on how to break this cycle. Logically speaking, you'll think that if you want to get rid of this PE effect, you'd have to play them enough times to beat them enough times to realize that, you know what, we can actually beat these guys. Because sometimes you beat PE once, whatever your PE is. You've probably beaten them once, but you haven't beaten them after that. See, we had PEs in multiple sports. The second sport that I had a PE in was cricket, but our PE was Razawi slash Peter House. Like they had the same school, just the primary and the senior school. We always lost to them in cricket until we got to first team level. And when we were juniors, the seniors were just like, this is just Peter House. And we ended up beating them when we didn't lose to them in my last 2 years of school. But anyways, I digress. The point I was making was that you don't need to beat them in person for you to gain the belief that you can beat them. What you can do is use visualization. The reason why this is so effective is your brain doesn't know the difference between a real and imagined experience. If it is vivid enough, your imagination will count as a real experience. So the key here is to imagine yourself beating your PE. Imagine how you would react in a game. Let's say things are going bad. You go 1-0 down. You lose the first point. Now you're thinking, ooh, you have to imagine how you respond to setbacks. On top of that, you have to imagine how it'll feel when you win, how you're going to win the game, how you're going to overcome the challenges and come out victorious. So, because your brain can't tell the difference between a real and imagined experience, your key here is to develop visualizations that are so detailed that they seem real. Because what this will do is it will count as a new experience. So your subconscious mind will eventually stop believing that, you know what, we always lose to PE. Why? Because you've experienced beating PE, except it was in your mind. And I know as you're listening to this, you're just thinking like, this is stupid. This is never going to work. But if the things you're doing haven't worked, and clearly they haven't because you have your PE, that team you always lose to, you might as well just try it and just see where it takes you. See, over time, your train of thought will go from we always lose to PE to we'll actually win this game. They're just a team. If we play well, we're going to beat them. Then the next time you play that opponent, you're now free. You're confident. You're doing everything with conviction, and eventually you end up with that victory. Oh, yeah, by the way, if you're interested in upgrading your mindset and joining a community of high performing individuals who are interested in the same thing, join my whop community below. To join the community, it's free. Click the first link in the description, it will take you to a checkout page. It's going to cost nothing. Like it's just a checkout page that's always there on the app. And yeah, in there you'll see a few resources. The first thing that will pop up is a free guide to better mental health that I wrote. So As I said, it's free and you'll get a lot of value from that community. And for those of you who want to apply further for one on one coaching with me, you can check that out in that community as well. But yeah, thanks. Get you.